Campus Tour crew, welcome back everybody here on our journey to get a win with every single team in College Football 27, road to the College Football Playoff mode today, featuring my dynasty team from College Football 26, the Old Dominion Monarchs. Obviously a team I hold near and dear to my heart after everything we went through in about 6 seasons there in College Football 26. I'll put a link up to our online dynasty channel if you're curious about checking that out. We're having our live draft in about a week. This is coming out on Wednesday, so in a week and a day, Thursday the 16th. It'll be streamed both on that YouTube channel and on Twitch, twitch.tv/oldmantrying28. We're streaming some campus tour over there. We're going to stream our online dynasty over there. If you'd like to watch any of that live, which is the place for you. So Old Dominion was requested by IQ Truth in the Discord, our Toledo user from last season. If there's a team you guys want to see on the campus tour sooner rather than later, make sure to leave it down in a comment below. I will get them added to the list. There should be a pinned comment showing every team that has been requested so far and every team that we have got done. So before we hop into our game here, very quickly going to go over the depth chart, going to go over the playbook, because I do think the Veer and Shoot got itself quite a good boost here this season. Let's head in and let's go check it out. So first, the depth chart here for Old Dominion quarterback. So with the Veer and Shoot, especially how it is now, having a quarterback with some wheels is going to be super helpful. They've added a QB RPO into regular gun wide. There's a lot of speed options, other fun things you can do. So that's why we're starting Quinn Hennicle as our quarterback one, 82 speed compared to your usual starter Jackson Potter with only 75. Wish we still had Colton Joseph here with the boys, but much like in the online dynasty, he transferred out after last season. But who we still got, who didn't transfer out and go to Kansas for 1 year before coming back, like in College Football 26, Devin Roche, if you're feeling fancy. 84 overall, 91 speed with jukebox, 5'7", 172. So he's a little guy, but sometimes that can be beneficial. He'll wiggle his way through the line, find some good gaps. Great halfback. I would die for this man. At wide receiver, not great, not the best though. You have Kendall Harris. I've moved him up to wide receiver 1. Usually it's Mbanasaur, who's 6'5", but only 86 speed and has press pro. Or you could start Kendall Harris and get 2 extra speed and still have a press pro. So I put Kendall Harris at wide receiver 1, leave Johnson, we leave Agnew. The only thing, I mean, he is your best by overall. He is 6'5". I feel like you do kind of want to find a spot for Mbanasaur somewhere out there. At tight end, absolute monster here, Leon Houghton Jr., silver 50-50, 79 overall, 86 speed. That's great. The downside of that is, at least how I like to run the Veer and Shoot, I don't really use any formations that have a tight end. So as good as, he's probably our second best guy here on offense behind our halfback, but he just doesn't really see the field for us. I'll go over my basics for the Veer and Shoot here in a second too. Offensive line is disgusting. It's so bad. That left tackle at 70 overall is the highest overall that we got. No abilities anywhere. Very bad offensive line. Defense, not great. Defensive line, no abilities anywhere. Really, especially on our edges. We might have 1 on a D tackle. Yeah, we have 1 takedown on a D tackle. That's about it. Linebackers, not too bad. Jackson Forrest, 76 overall, 83 speed. That is fast enough that it can play if you want to. And especially with how the game is playing so far this year, you'd much rather have linebackers on the field than bringing safeties down into the box. Some of these teams were not going to have the options that we have here with ODU. Mario Thompson, he's going to be one of our sub linebackers, 84 speed. In years past, if they were like below 85 speed, I wouldn't start a linebacker. This year, I think we're going to have to be a little bit more lenient, down to 84, 83 if we have to, and have some linebackers on the field to help out with that run game. Now at corner, we do have 2 91 speed boys here. Brandon Crutchfield with his blanket coverage, only 5'10", but that ability, that speed, that'll do. Then Jiven Bailey, or Jiven Bali, I'm not entirely sure. It's 1L, so I'm going with Bailey. Also 91 speed, also 5'11". No abilities on here either. Then in the slot we throw, hiding down here, we do have a real tall boy for us to put. I'm calling a lot of these, saying these tall boys, little boys. Calling too many people boys. Keenan Alberry, 6'4", 88 speed. Going to be our slot corner. I love having height in the slot, so Keenan's going to fit that nicely for us. Free safety, we are going to keep Mario Easterly with his gold blow up. Usually, those are the guys I like to bring down into the box. But at 85 overall, I didn't really want to drop that down to a 67 overall Even if it's 1 speed faster with this Shaquille Leaks, I mean, you have 70 overall, but only 85 speed Collier. So we end up just keeping Easterly up top at free safety and at strong safety. Davin Isles. Love this man. Ball Hawk 88 speed on your strong safety. So the only other changes we make, I think slot receiver, we keep that the same. TJ Johnson, yes. We don't change any edges because there's nobody really worth subbing in there. Sub linebackers, we do throw 1 strong safety in there, Caver, but then our other one is going to be Mario Thompson. We really, at worst case scenario, want to keep 1 linebacker on the field. Slot corner, Keenan Alberry. So that's how we're going to set up Old Dominion. Quick look at what the formations we're going to run here in this veer and shoot. There's really 4 of them. Wide, trips, halfback, weak, wide trips, and then wide offset and regular gun wide. Now, my general philosophy with a veer and shoot team is we're coming out in a run play every single time between those different formations, something like an inside zone. You have an 0-1 trap and wide offset, quick base, even quick. I like inside zone if your halfback's like 90 speed or faster, I think works better than a quick base. Your guard is just very slow and sometimes you can get kind of stuck behind him. So like with a guy like Roche, we are going to be running inside zone. Then we set our audibles to be things that attack different areas of the field. If they are coming out and having 6 in the box, that means there's somebody missing from somewhere else. We have our audible set to try to take advantage of where those weaknesses might be. The deep choice play is fantastic. But the big thing in here is going to be this new QB RPO, which I don't remember from last year. Maybe it was in the game, but I don't remember it. QB RPO alert, QB draw. Now, the nasty part of this is we can hot route Y and A. We can throw those guys on streaks. You can throw them on anything you want. You can hot route them, do whatever you would like. I personally think streaks are the glitchiest thing in here, and then we're just going to pick a side to look at. And considering one side's Mbanasaur, we know he's a little bit slower, so we're really just going to be looking at Agnew. And if that defender above him comes down into the box, we're just throwing that to Agnew. If he's following Y, that typically means we're going to have numbers and be able to just keep this as a run with Hennikel. So he is following up there. We can just keep it with Quinn. Just had to get out there for a second. That was so close. So it's just going to be something like this. We could have thrown that for sure. Wasn't totally paying attention on that one. But it's just going to be something like this. And I think this is a really, really good play. And you'll see in the game, it works pretty dang well for us. So that's going to be our gun wide formation. In wide offset, it's going to be pretty much the exact same thing. The only main difference here is they actually have, well, they have an 0-1 trap, which is a really good run. And they have an all go. And the reason this is so important is it seems like a lot of people, when you're running a veer and shoot offense, will, try to stack the box a little and go into a single high safety look where all go is going to destroy that, especially if they're in a cover 3. We've got 2 built-in seam streaks right away. So we call our run play. They come out in a single high safety. We just audible to all go and look up the seams, put a Texas route, a flat, something on your halfback to give yourself another option if it is man coverage. But having all go is a huge, huge plus in this wide offset. Then going over to wide trips, a midline read option, power read toss. Interesting run plays. I think midline actually works pretty good in my opinion from these shotgun sets. Power read toss, still not 100% sold on that, but some really good just standard default pass plays in here. That hitch mills is really, really nice one. Maybe you can throw drag on A. What's kind of nice about keeping A on the option route he's on is that tells you very quickly whether the defense is in man or zone. If that's something you kind of struggle to see, I struggle to see that sometimes. Having just such a quick route on the right there to tell you in a second what defense they're in is actually pretty handy. If he sits still, if he goes and just sits on his little curl route, that's going to be a zone coverage. If it goes out, it's going to be man. So that's, something nice. And then this wide trips halfback week. I believe this is a new formation in College Football 27. I'm not 100% on that, but I know it wasn't in the generic veer and shoot. I'm not going to go through and check every veer and shoot in the game last year, but I know it wasn't in that one. And this formation is unbelievable. This formation is so good. Stock pass plays, cross slot option, run play there with inside zone, return sail, the quick slants, levels, red zone dusty, a halfback direct out of a veer and shoot formation. I love it. I'm all freaking about it. Drive, like RPOs. This is a very, very good veer and shoot formation. That PAX over some hot route potential. You can make some good plays out of there. Snag slot, cross, corner strike. It's so good. And another midline read option. This is such a good veer and shoot formation. We'll talk about it quite a bit more when we go over the Troy offensive playbook, which I think that's going to be coming out like Friday afternoon or during the day, Friday, sometime on Friday. that one's going to be coming out. We talk about this formation a little bit more. Troy also a veer and shoot team. We're really mainly talking about their slow mesh RPOs in that one though. And you do have some 5 wide. We don't really go to this one at all, but a very good veer and shoot formation too. So overall, love some of the new things we're seeing here in this veer and shoot. Love my Old Dominion boys. Let's go make everybody proud. The 3 different coaches we went through in our CFB26 dynasty. Started with King George. He got tired of it, passed it down to the next in line, his heir, Prince William, who was murdered in an offseason. And then finally it was Duke Frederick. All the head coaches we had in ODU history. Let's make them all proud. Let's get to the game. All right, my ODU boys. We actually got the mascot in the game this year. Don't remember him being in there last year. Big old lion with a crown. What's not to love about the Old Dominion Monarchs taking on the New Mexico Lobos? Potential matchup of our College Football 26 Dynasty team. And team that's on my list to take in College Football 27 with New Mexico. Let's see. So he has played some games. Can't see each other's records or anything like that. Very similar pass and rush. We will be running the ball a little bit more in this one with ODU, with our guy Roche, with our beautiful Monarch boys. Let's get to it. All right, so he's coming out in stack Y flex. We do have over jack in this, which I like. Let's just go right to cover 3 cloud, little macro we got set up here. Get over here with clutch field. Go get the quarterback. Go make a statement right away, Keenan. Go get in there and just lay him out, brother. Good work. Now let's see what else. We could just go to a cover 6, zone it out here. We can try that. We have cover 6, then we have a macro for cover 6 to the right. So that's all set up okay. Looks fine to me. We're gonna stay right on this deeper one. Go get them, boys. I'll make another video going over all the different macros and things that we got set up, because it is quite a bit that we ended up doing here. Cover 6 to the left, to the right, cover 3s, turning a Tampa 2 into a cover 3. All sorts of goodies. Let's get Isles down here just a little bit, though. And go right to his halfback, and we're right there for it. 4th and inches, we'll take it. Saw it coming, got that down there just a little bit too late. So we go to a Tampa 2. We're going to go to a Tampa 3. And it's going to have a Texas 4-man stunt. Oh, but our outside zone kind of matches and get dragged inside there a little bit. But overall, I like what we're seeing from our defense here. Went back to spread by slot. Let's go back to one of our Tampa 2s. Let's do a little Tampa 3 contain here. Of him getting back into a 3rd. We are just going to stay and watch this. We'll take it. We'll take it however we can get it. He really likes going down to that halfback here. Another thing we could do I haven't done yet. One out of cover 4. Let's do our Mabel left out of cover 4. Gonna look kind of crazy. Of course he runs it. And of course I dive and miss the tackle. I'm right there. I'm right there, and I just can't do it because I stink. I'm just the worst. I probably should mess with some more man coverage stuff in the game this year too. That looks pretty good. But I don't know. I don't really like running man all that much. And go right back here. Knock it out. Dang it. I was hoping to catch him, make it look like we're following that drag, and then jump back in front of that spot route, but he did a good job, just kind of stuck with it and went to his drag there. Okay, let's go back. I've got to remember where I have all these set up. For 3 cloud. And I do want to pinch our line on this. Get there, safety. Greened me. He greened me. I thought I think that's our free safety. I thought he had a shot of getting over there in time, but just a touch too slow. I still kind of like where we're at, though. I don't hate just coming out cover 2 and just shading underneath here either, though. If I can remember how to do it. There we go. We'll cover 2, shade underneath, and of course he's going deep shots. But it was a bad ball, and almost our safety got over there. Gosh, see, he's kind of stretching the field a little bit. Don't know exactly what we want to do here. We could do cover 6. We'll right cover 6. It's me 10-yard flats. They still do match sometimes. I don't know how to get them to make sure they're consistently matching. I mean, so many guys there. Oh, I'm telling you, I think we're getting a turnover. I think at some point we're getting a turnover here. Yeah, our cover is 6. Let's just go like a standard Tampa 2 here. Just gonna drop these zones down a little bit on each side. We're gonna be on Thompson. We're going to be on Thompson and go watch. I shouldn't have taken that out. But I was just too excited. We're dropping back with Thompson. We're getting right in front of that. And we don't have the catch meter on, so we don't have to worry about a gosh dang thing. There's our turnover. I told you we could get some stops. So now, though, we got the veer and shoot, which we haven't tried in quite some time. Let's give it a shot. We do have our superstar halfback here with Roche. Roche, if you're feeling fancy, and just cut it right up the middle, and then cut it this way, and then back out. Oh, Roche. Almost there, brother. Then in this same formation, I mean, we have a midline read option. Now, we also have halfback direct, which we got to try that. We got to give that a shot. You might take that first one and be like, okay, let's just sell out for the run here. But I like the looks of a sneaky little, cheeky little halfback direct. He had to cut that outside a little bit. I don't know. Let's go back to just some standard gun wide. So he's got 6 in the box here. Go to a deep choice. Yeah, let's just go deep choice. He's sending just nobody. Playmaker Y up and hit that throw, Quinn. Hit that throw up to Agnew. Now juke him out and get the burners on. What a playmaker up the field. He's sending nobody after us. Let us just sit in that pocket. Picks them apart. Hennicle delivers an absolute strike. Now we might get a little cheeky here. We might get a little cheesy here. I'm going to go with this QB RPO and send A downfield. See if we can throw it to him. That's man coverage. Not really, but boys up front do a fantastic job. Quinn, just hold on to the ball. That's all I needed from you there. Just hold on to that ball. The blocking up front does wonders for us. First down ODU, just like that, down to the 7. I'm going to try the midline read option here. This is probably incredibly stupid, because there's a very good shot we're just going to fumble with our quarterback. But there's also a shot this is a touchdown. Let it ride, boys. Get on in there. Fight. Look at the fight from old Quinn getting in there, getting down to the 3. Let's run. Let's go back to that halfback direct here at the 3-yard line. I think I like this idea. How's our blocking looking? Nobody? Okay, so they're on the user. Maybe we take this up into the right just a little bit. Don't run into your own guy. Stop running into your own man there. All right, 3rd and goal. Take it the 2nd quarter. I'm going to stay in that same formation. I liked how the blocking looked, but we're just going with an inside zone this time. Roche. I loved how that blocking looked. This offensive line is terrible, but they are doing their job up front. Defense gets a stop. Offense right on down the field. A quick 7-0 lead for the Monarchs. And we have 3-2-6 on defense. I don't know. I've never been a big 3-2-6 guy. Let's just go with our cover 3 cloud here. Again, we do want to pinch our line, because I think pinching your line in this defense is actually really, really good. And I don't remember if I have my 5-yard hook. I think I changed all my hooks to be on default on all my little macros here, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Yeah, wow. That's an unbelievable catch. I thought when I switched over there, he was going to take that to try to throw the streak, so I switched back to the middle to try to get back to the streak, and then eventually he does just throw. He does just throw that. What in the world is this? Pistol strong tight. 6 offensive linemen. All right. All right, brother. Let's just bring our safeties down here. We're going to pinch our guys all down. It's a play action. Somebody get after this quarterback. Good work, boys. Go back to our cover 6 over on the left side here. Follow. He's following that. I thought about going back to the middle too. I took a step towards the middle like, oh, I should guard this. Looks like our hook is staying on that. And I just didn't. I was just guarding nothing. I was just wandering in no man's land, doing absolutely nothing. All right, so he's going to be back in a strong pistol. Let's go back to a cover 4. So we should have everything set here automatically, since we can change that on our actual home screen now. So these should all be good. Yeah, they are. Good. They've had some trouble with those actually like saving, but it looks like those are working okay. So this is gonna be a cover 6 to the left side. But one thing I do need to do on this is have my safeties like rolling a certain direction. All right. Seemed like pretty solid defense to me there, but they'll just go catch it. That's fine. Stay right on this. Somebody go get him. Somebody go get him before he can throw it away. We might get another pick down here. We could. We 100% could. Come so close. Come so close. This is going to be a cover 6 to the left. We'll get on Caver here. Going with a slip screen. Cheeky boy. Cheeky boy. Only got 1 yard on that, so not that cheeky. I'm going to go just a default Tampa 2 here. As long as I can get on Thompson. And I can. We're going to get right back here. And go clobber him. And go pick it up your god dang self, Isles. Line up that hit stick. Go pop him out. We can get another turnover. That much we know. And we do. These ODU boys. A little bend but don't break defense. Featuring the Monarchs flying in there, clobbering that quarterback. Beautiful stuff. I am going to stick with this 0-1 trap. He's got 5 in the box. We got 5 blockers. As long as we all do our jobs, that should be plenty of room for our guy Devin to take that for a nice gain. He's been doing a great job of, if nothing else, giving us some breathing room here. We had that interception, started at our own 10. Got that fumble, started in our own 10. But now he's going. I mean, he's got single high safety. Do we think this is just a cover 3? Get Roche going out to those flats quick. It is. And pass lead this inside to Agnew, and a beautiful ball by Quinn. Agnew going to outrun the Lobos defense. 2 plays, 1 beautiful run to Roche. Then he's got more guys in the box. We audible, see that single high safety, and is that just going to be GG's here? Let's get to our game stats if he is quitting out. 185 yards on 9 plays, 20.6 yards per play for Old Dominion. Putting them up 14-0 here, and we will see if that's going to be the end of this one. Oh, looks like he is open to keep going. Okay. I mean, he's gotten the ball downfield. He got user lurked once and then user hit stick once to get those fumbles, and then a beautiful ball right up that seam. Single high safety, having that all go in your audibles, that's exactly why it's so important. We see him come out in that, we can just go to that, attack right up the seams, hit ourselves a big boy touchdown. Thought he blocked that, but ODU up 14-0. Do we want... I might just call like a default cover 3 cloud here. I think I'm going to do that. Still going to pinch our line, still going to contain, but other than that, we're not going to use our cover 3 macros for like the 10-yard flats. We're going to keep just everything kind of as is, but on default, rolling out this way. I don't know where he's looking over there. The ODU boys getting after him here. I mean, I kind of just... I think I'm just going to stick in a pretty default cover 3 cloud here. I'm just going to pinch, contain, and that's about it. User the hook curl up the weak spot, like the weak seam spot. Guy's catching everything. I don't know, he must have his catch meter on or something, because he is catching freaking everything. It's kind of crazy how he's been able to make these. Get down there. Caught again, but it is a 4th and 1. I imagine we are going for it here. We are indeed. I'm just going to keep doing what we're doing here. I don't think there's much of a reason to change. I shouldn't have cloud flats set on anything, but it looks like he's kind of... I don't know, let's back him up a little bit. Oh, he did one too many hot routes on the offensive side of the ball. I do wish they would have gotten rid of that. I do feel like that's kind of lame. I do kind of like going... safety midpoint to the field. I do that in some of our cover 4 adjustments. I think it works out pretty good, especially if we're calling more cover 3. Like right here. I think this looks kind of nice. Let's see if he's going to try to go up the seam here. He is, but he pass leads it away. Our user's flying to take it away from the inside. He pass leads to the outside. Ball gets knocked out. Turnover on downs. Old Dominion with this ball back yet again. Should we call some more of this wide trips? I do like the looks of it. This return sail play looks really nice. Of course, the runs in it look great. I like how this one looks. I don't hate this idea. Or Texas route to Roche. But I like what this is cooking here. Take one to Art. Okay. That did take way too long. I mean, does he just have his zone drops on like 1,000 yards? Because it seems like everybody's dropping way back here. I'm just going to go for an inside zone run. Give it to our guy, Devin. I mean, worst case scenario, we're taking time and going to kick 3 to go up by 3 scores. So as long as we don't do anything egregiously dumb. Oh my goodness, that block shed by that D tackle was insane. As long as we don't do anything like egregiously stupid, which I have been known to do from time to time, I think we're in a fairly good spot in this one. I do like this Hitch Mills play. That route Mbanasor's on, who I kind of wish that wasn't Mbanasaur, but just because he's very slow. I mean, that kind of looks like cover 3. Let's see. I mean, we'll just have to take A on this. Pass lead him up to see maybe we could have squeezed our way in between those two. But yeah, 4th and 7. Let's just take our 3 and make this a 3-score game if we can here. Switch our kicking meter a little bit, which I never really do. Oh, he was offsides there. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're not going for it. We're going to keep our 3 and keep it a 3-score game. He's going to spread Y slot. Do we just want to go... We're just going to go to some cover 4 here. And do we want to do... No, let's keep a cover 4 match. Let's go with a cover 4 match here. Shouldn't have anything open here. Please, boys. At least we knocked it out. At least we knocked it out. But that's my favorite thing with these macros, is we can come out in match and do nothing, and it's still going to be match coverage. Or we can do one of the macros and turn off match. I'm going to start... I do want to mess with more match coverage in general to see how it all works, see how it all looks. Going to try to get his halfback. That's Isles flying down there, but just a step too slow. Still good coverage there. And then if you missed our basic defensive video we did at the beginning, these are the cover 6 checks we do. Default, bingo, stubby. Cover 4, default, solo cut. Just for me, I have found those to work the best. Let's just stay with quarters. Let's keep match again here too. Yeah, I think these work pretty good from what I've seen. I hadn't done like extensive testing or anything, but done enough. Good knockout again, even on the comeback route. Not there. 4th and 10. Now are we quitting at that point? What? Yeah, okay. That'd have been a weird time to quit. You at least got one more shot, or is that just was that just a rage pause? There's no way we're actually punting here. I mean, I'm still doing, always do punt safe. I never trust anybody. Can't trust a soul in these online football streets, these bunch of sickos. Oh my goodness. That was an unbelievable punt that young man had, but Devin got me excited, Devin. You got me excited, Devin. I really thought we had that one to the house. All right, so 2 seconds left. Let's just go with a halfback direct. Hopefully try to catch him pass committing or something. Do some fake hot routes and do some different things, but this is just going to Roche, and if he can make something happen, he can make something happen. He cannot, because nobody blocked. I probably should have checked our blocking, but still, take it to half, 17-0, our ball. Pretty happy with where we're at here. And I'm going to be a cheeky little sausage here yet again and try this QBRPO. Try this QBRPO one more time. I really think this has potential to be disgusting if you have a faster quarterback than what we've got. And really, I should take Mbanasaur out. But that kind of is what it is. I'm going to try one to Agnew over on the left here. See if that slot corner where he ends up going. And then we can just take off with Quinn. And just go ahead and slide on down, brother. Take our free 17 yards and just slide right on down. Go to some wide offset now. And again, still just going to come out and run. He's got 5 in the box. So we're just going to keep this a run to our guy, Devin. He just kind of dove on the ground. It actually almost timed out perfectly for him somehow. But we'll take it. Take it for not a first down, almost a first down. Gain of 9. Back to an 0-1 trap. I really like that we have both the 0-1 trap. Let's see. So who's unblocked here? I mean, this seems like a silly idea unless he's going to try to fly out. Guard Houghton Jr. would be my guess. I'm going to have Roche going to the flat because if that defender on the right edge is blitzing, we are probably just going to check this one down to Roche. Oh, he Threw that one a little bit late, but that's what Devin Roche is for. Try to hit a little spin move, hit a little juke. Roche is so freaking good. I love this guy so much. He's unbelievable. Gets to the flag, gets open, find him for that first down. So now he's going back to 6 in the box. Again, he's got the one high, but he's kind of off to the left. This might just be man coverage. We're going to run Houghton Jr. on a drag. Maybe try to hit Agnew on this deep. Let's see. Agnew on this deep. His Eck cannot get there. His Eck actually got pretty dang close. And is that the coach's son? I believe the coach's name of New Mexico is Eck. People want him to come be the Wisconsin coach. So he did really good wherever he was at before. And it's escaping me right now where he was at before. But then he came in 1 year in New Mexico and did a fantastic job with the Lobos last season. And a lot of people are getting a little tired of Luke Fickle up with the Badgers, kind of hoping Eck is the next guy to take our spot. Why do we keep pausing here? True, Luke. Now our peer has conceded the game. He had enough of that veer and shoot as we were taking that one in for another touchdown, but that is a win with Old Dominion. The macros on defense, I kind of like what we're seeing. I'm still not entirely sure how to get match off on every single formation because we could see there was still some match going on. I liked what we saw with the defense, got our 150 ultimate team coins for all these different objectives that we're going to check off here. And then, I forgot about the field goal one. But using the veer and shoot team, having to run the ball like that, it's actually helping us. Can I just skip all of this? Okay, thank you. Don't care. Get me out of here. But that is a win with Old Dominion. The boys are off the board. I mean, the veer and shoot playbooks, I think, got a pretty good boost this year. That wide trips week is a fantastic formation. I'm sure we went over it in the intro and everything when I quickly go over these playbooks. But between that, which I'm pretty sure is a new formation, some of the new plays in wide and wide offset, I really think the veer and shoot is nasty this year, and especially with how good the run blocking is early in the season. But that is it. Old Dominion is done. Old Dominion is off the board. I will see you guys next time for, I believe it's the Missouri Tigers. But until then, take it easy.